Aloha, friends! Have you ever seen this green sign before with the three arrows? Do you know what it means or stands for? This is a recycling sign, but it doesn't just mean recycle. It means to recycle, reuse, or reduce your waste. So we're going to learn a little bit more, but before we do, I want to show you some questions that we're going to be focusing on. So the first one is, when a bottle is turned into something new, what do we call that? What comes to pick up things in the recycling bin? And in the article we're going to read, the recycling is sorted into 3 groups. What are the 3 groups that we sort our recycle items into? And then the last one is, can you think of one thing a bottle can be turned into when it's recycled? Let's find out.
Follow that bottle. Hi, I'm Blair Rainsford, an editor at Scholastic News. Every day we put bottles, cans, and paper in the recycling bin. But then what? I wanted to find out what happens to our recyclables after the trucks drive away. So come with me to see what happens to our bottles and cans as we send them on their way. Hi again, I'm here at the Sims Recycling Facility in New York City. Trucks and boats bring recyclables from all over New York City right here. Millions of pounds of plastic, metal, and glass are dumped here every single day. But what happens next? Let's find out. Here we are on the tipping floor. This room is huge. And I have to be honest, it's a little stinky. Enormous cranes scoop up recyclables from barges and drop them into giant piles. Then a front loader pushes everything together to make room for even more recyclables. There's one big pile for glass, metal, and plastic, and another pile for paper. Paper goes off somewhere else to be recycled. But all the glass, metal, and plastic get sorted right here at Sims. Time to start sorting. The front loaders scoop up the bags and drop them onto a thick moving band called a conveyor belt. The conveyor belt carries everything into the sorting room. The sorting room is like a maze of machines and conveyor belts. The machines separate out the recyclables and send them on different paths, depending on what they are made of. Whoa, it's loud in here. What? The first machine is the shredder. The shredder tears open any plastic bags and dumps out all the recyclables. Next, the recyclables go over a rack of spinning metal wheels. The metal and plastic pass over the wheels, but all the glass gets broken and falls down onto another conveyor belt. This long belt sends the glass away to get crushed into smaller pieces. Meanwhile, the rest of the recyclables go through my favorite machine, a giant spinning magnet. Metal objects stick to the magnet, but plastic objects don't. The magnet picks up the metal and drops it onto another belt, leaving the plastic behind. The plastic is all sent under a special camera. The camera can tell if the recyclables are made of heavy plastic or light plastic. Then another machine shoots jets of air at them to blow them into separate bins. The recyclables go through a few more sorting machines. They go by people, too. They are called inspectors. The inspectors pull out anything that isn't supposed to be there. Sometimes they find some really weird things, like bowling balls, trophies, and wigs. Hey, look, a basketball. Finally, the recyclables are all sorted. The glass is all crushed up into tiny pellets. The metal and plastic recyclables get squashed into huge cubes. Each cube weighs 1,000 pounds. The plastic, metal, and glass get shipped off to factories all over the world. The factories turn them into new things like cars, frisbees, or playground equipment. So that's the story of what happens to the things we recycle. That plastic bottle you recycled might get turned into a coat, a carpet, or even another plastic bottle. So who knows? You might see your bottle again after all.
How cool is that? So let's find out a little bit more. I am going to be recycled. That's what the bottle's saying. A bottle goes into the recycling bin. So what happens next? Time to sort things out. Before they get recycled, the things in the bin get sorted into plastic, metal, and glass. Those are our 3 categories. Categories are kind of like when we talked in math about our sorting rules. So the sorting rules would be plastic in one bin, metal in another, and glass in the last bin. Let's look at the blue rectangle. It says, here's my ride. First, a truck comes. It picks up plastic bottles, metal cans, and glass. Bye-bye, bottle. Remember, paper is also recyclable, but it's picked up somewhere else. Let's look at the green one. Can you find the bottle? Hi, I'm over here. Next, the truck takes it all to the recycling center. It dumps everything on the floor. Let's look at the yellow rectangle. Can you find the bottle? Don't forget me. Then the plastic, metal, and glass get put into 3 groups. A worker sorts out all the plastic. Remember in the video, they had different conveyor belts that did that too. Let's look at the red rectangle. Can you find the bottle? He's right here. He says, see you later. Last, the plastic is smashed into cubes and sent to factories. It is made into new things. There's a question. It says, describe what happens at a recycling center in your own words, step by step. Why don't you try and tell it to a friend or an adult? Our big word of the day is recycle. Can you say that with me? Recycle. Time to recycle. When we recycle something, we turn it into something new. Plastic bottles can be melted to make new things. Here are some of those things. New bottles, toys, tubs. The plastic in this jacket is in the puffy filling. Last but not least, we can also reuse things. When something is reusable, you can use it over and over again. This makes a lot less trash, and it saves energy and time than having to recycle things. So look at each of the things on our page. Let's see if we can find out which items we can reuse over and over again. So do you think we can reuse this paper lunch bag or this lunch container? I say the lunch container. How about the water bottle? Which water bottle do you think you can reuse again and again? Is it this single-use plastic, which means plastic that's only used one time and can be very wasteful, or this water bottle that you can reuse over and over again? Let's go with the water bottle we can reuse. How about paper towels? You can only use it one time, or kitchen towels made of cloth that you can just wash and reuse. I think we found our answer. How about with the plates? Should we use paper plates every time we eat, or plates that we can simply do the dishes and reuse them again? Last but not least, we have 2 more. How about shopping bags? Should we use paper shopping bags that we get every single time from the store, or bring our own bag that we can use again and again? Last but not least is our drinking cup, and it brings us back to that straw. Should we use a single plastic cup that can only be used one time, or a straw that's plastic or paper that can only be used one time? Or could we get a drinking cup that we can use over and over again?
Good work.
So, going back to our sign, it means recycle, reuse, and try to reduce our waste. That's all for today, friends. Bye.